my God, my choker is actually choking me. How do people wear these all the time? I just love this palette. Oh my God. I don't have a discount code. I really wish I did. Hey you guys, welcome to today's video. I feel like I went very over the top with my makeup today and I'm okay with it. I really love how this turned out. I am like full smoky eye glam for no good reason other than to sit down and chat about a palette that I am loving so much. I bought this myself, not sponsored, don't have a code. I wish I had a code, but I don't. If you can find a discount code on YouTube elsewhere, do it, Google it, you know, save some cash if you can. I won't be heartbroken, but this is the 35 OS from Morphe. We are about to crack into it, and I am wearing a lot of shadows from this palette. And actually my highlight today, do we even see this? Is actually a shadow from this palette. I cannot even freaking believe this because I think about 7 or 8 months ago, I did do a Morphe Hot or Not, and it was with brushes, it was with contour palettes, it was with different 35 palettes, and I had some that I immediately fell in love with, and a lot of their brushes I do use on a regular basis, and I do really love and travel with, and I actually bought backups of them, which I will definitely show you guys in a few minutes. What I am most excited about is that I finally am in love with a Morphe palette because these are only $22.99, absolutely super affordable. You kind of go, how in the hell is that? Like how? Each shade is under $1 because you get 35 shades in a palette. And in my last review, if you remember, there was a palette where there was like one shimmery shade like down on the bottom corner, and I was like, if the whole palette was like this, I would be set. Like, I love this shade so much. I'm keeping the whole big palette because I love this shade. This palette, I'm getting super, super crazy excited because every single shade is like a dream come true. I don't know if they reformulated their shadows or what happened. You guys, I can't. Like, I honestly, I'm in love with this. I just want to stare at it. I want to hold it, cuddle it, swatch it. Oh my God. Oh my God, right? So let me just share with you that on my cheeks right now, literally as my highlight, is this guy right here. God, can I not flick you guys off every video? I swear. Stop. When we go to eyes, I initially started the inner corner off with this guy right here. Now these don't have names individually, so I'm gonna be saying this guy right here quite a bit. On the outer edge of the eye and smoked underneath the eye is this one right here. Really beautiful, chocolatey brown. Can you see the pigment? It's crazy. And then to kind of perk things up a little bit in the inner corner, I did take this one up here and I used a little bit of MAC Fix Plus, and I really focused that on the inner corner and brightened everything up. I feel like shimmer can actually reflect light and make things look a little, you know, more smooth and a little more glowy and a little more youthful, depending on the shades that you choose and how heavy you choose to layer it up. A lot of people are afraid that it's going to make your eyes look really crepey and it's just not attractive for anyone, you know, in their 30s, 40s, 50s, but my mom wears shimmer shadow 24/7 and she looks awesome in it and beautiful and glowy, and there is nothing wrong at any age to enjoy a shimmer shadow. So I just want to throw that out there. We're going to swatch every single color. I also want to remind you guys, it is Thursday, which means that I will be on Style Code Live sharing my hot product of the week tonight on Amazon. I will leave the link in the description box below. So you better be there and join me in the live chat. I love seeing you. I love hanging out. It's like a time where I get to share not only my hot product of the week and hang out with you guys in the live chat, but like talk about the show and talk about the shoes people are wearing and the guests and the outfits, and it's always a really fun half an hour for me. So that will again be 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Links below. Come check it out. Starting out, you get this beautiful, really gorgeous icy shade. Next to that, we have kind of not as strong a metallic. It still has a sheen in it. It's a little bit more satin. There aren't too many of them in the palette that are just straight satin, but that one is. Next to it, we have, of course, what I highlighted the face with, which is beautiful. Then we have this gorgeous kind of coppery bronze number that is just blowing my mind. Of course, we have my inner corner highlight, which is like an A+, kind of reminds me a little bit of a warmer nylon from MAC. Then we have this golden shade that with one swatch will change your life. It is beautiful. I cannot wait to use that shade. And of course, the orange shade next to it is just this beautiful pop of color and it's so vibrant, not overly metallic, but definitely high shine. The next row down, we have a golden shade that is pale and golden and almost a champagne yellow tone shade that I think is really pretty. The one next to it I freaking love. Reminds me of a few shadows that I have already, one from NARS, one from Urban Decay. This might be a dupe. I'm gonna have to rifle through my collection and see exactly if it matches up or not. Then we have another golden shade that's a little bit darker than the first one that I swatched, a little more of a deep champagne. Then we have a bronzy champagne. Next to that, we have a more orange toned bronzy champagne. This is like a neutral shimmer lover's dream come true. Then we have another bronze shade that is more orange and warm toned, but still really bright. Next to that, same situation. You have a really bright, vibrant, still orangey kind of sorbet, peach sorbet type of a shade. I think it would look really beautiful haloed with the orange shade right above it. All right, next row. We have this beautiful, I like have to stop myself, like look at this. Oh my God. We start out with a warmer shade and then move into a cool tone shade, which I am wearing today on the lid. Then we get your darker shades going. We've hit the point in the palette where you get some deeper shades that are great on the outer corner, great for smudging on the lower lash line. We have this gorgeous, beautiful kind of rust shade that is just so stunning. Next to it is a very similar shade, but it is a little more toned down. It is not as metallic. Then we have kind of a rosy type of a kind of metallic neutral. This, of course, works really well to brighten up anything in this row. It's going to look really, really great with those rust tone shades. Then we have a vibrant kind of a fiery red rust shade that is also stunning. I don't have a problem with any particular shade in this palette. Usually there will be one or two shades where I'm like, oh no, oh no, you know, because I'm picky. I'm really, really harsh on makeup. I really only want to recommend best. And if something even so much as skips a little or doesn't have enough pigmentation, I tell you guys about it. But this palette through and through just really, really impressed me, and that's why I decided to sit down and dedicate an entire video to it. All right, so now we have the second to last row. This is one of my favorite rows. It's just filled with beautiful chocolate bronzy shades that will work to just add a smoky effect to your eye and not be overly shiny, but they have just this smooth quality to them that is just beautiful. And these right here are just single swatches right across. I still have some left on my fingertips. I'm going to show you. It will still be there. Look at that. So that's the next swatch. I didn't grab any more and it still pulls a lot of color. All right, next to that deeper brown, we have just a step up in color, a little bit more warm. Then we have a little bit of a satin type of a finish, not as metallic, kind of rusty, chocolatey brown. Same with the one next door to that. It would be great to kind of brighten up the center of the lid if you're doing a deep, deep smoky eye. And this row is just fantastic. I love it. All right, bottom row. Bottom row, we have some absolute beautiful winners. And we're gonna start in the corner with this deep, like gorgeous, just, ooh, it's just so good. Deep chocolate, dark chocolate brown. Then we have more of a cool toned bronzy type of a deal next to it. A more plum toned deep chocolate brown. Then we have something a little bit warmer. This reminds me of an Armani shadow that I have. Really just reflective and bright, but still deep. Love it. Then we have a dark chocolate brown that seems to have almost a little bit of green in it. And then the last two are just very rust toned and really bright and come off a little bit more vibrant than what you would think. But when you swatch them, you're just like, whoa. Stop traffic. All right, so that is the last row. And yeah, what else can I tell you? Rush and go and purchase this palette. It is brand new And I want to emphasize again, this is not sponsored. I actually drove about an hour to get to the Morphe store. Gosh, that store is like craziness. You go in and it's like a freaking party. It feels like someone's like DJing, and makeup lovers are just like everywhere grabbing brushes and palettes and having a great time. The employees there are always so super sweet to me, and I always manage to meet a couple of subscribers when I'm there too. So to the gals that I met while shopping, it was great to meet you, and also never be scared to say hi to me. I love meeting you guys. Let me quickly also mention the brushes. I grabbed the wrong freaking one. I meant to get the E36. I wanted to get a bunch of backups of these because this is the best inner corner highlight brush of life. I also like using this with darker shadows on the lower lash line, and that's why I wanted to grab a couple of backups, because usually I'm like rushing to clean it and then I will try to go in with darker, and if I forget to clean it, then I'm like brushing highlight everywhere. You get the picture. So I was wanting to get more of these, but it was so chaotic in there that I really couldn't even focus, having to be like, excuse me, like, can I reach above you and grab a brush? And like, no one was mean or anything, but it was just like, there was a lot of chaos, so I didn't have time to grab the exact right one. So I accidentally grabbed the E39, which is a little bit smaller, and I'm sure I'll find a use for this. I'll use it for lips, or I'll figure something out. I also grabbed the M431. I've never tried this out. I thought it would be really beautiful for kind of smudging and blending out that lower lash line. I grabbed the E10, which of course you can never have enough brushes that are flat to get your entire lid space. I grabbed the M504, just another crease brush to try out, because I love the M501 so much for highlight that I figured why not get the smaller version for the crease. And then this is an Anastasia brush, so we'll just put that there. What else did I grab? Oh, I did grab a fan brush. This is the M601. It just looked really perfect for right here. And my other fan brush, where'd you go? Rest in peace. I washed it and it's still all kind of like, it's not brought back to life. So I think this one needs to go. I needed a new fan brush, so I grabbed this guy. It blows my mind that their brushes are super affordable, and some of the more densely packed brushes I personally don't like, but I think the detail brushes, fluffy brushes, crease brushes are absolutely some of the best that you can get regardless of the price. I just think they're great brushes, because I literally have a bin, you guys, like a bin like this big. Like, it is giant, and it is just all brushes. And it says something to me when I go through and rifle through and pick like my favorite for crease, my favorite for blush, my favorite for highlight. And a lot of them surprisingly are Morphe. So I've just gotten in the habit of reaching for them a lot, and I really love them, and they are priced beautifully. Hi, my NARS Ita and my Artiste, $60 foundation brush, and then everything else Morphe. But, I'm high-low to the extreme, and I think that's a great way to expand your budget and just get more for your money. Cut corners where you can, especially if you can find really great products. And these are freaking awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed this little swatch-a-thon of the Morphe 35OS. And if you did like it and you want more videos like this one, let me know by giving a thumbs up. Leave me a comment below. Also, I want to remind you I will be on Style Code Live tonight, so come say hi. Last week was awesome. I actually screen grabbed so many pictures and put them on Twitter, and you guys were so great in the live stream, and I'm always commenting on like what fashion I like, what outfits are great, and of course sharing a hot product of the week. So I hope to see you 9 p.m. Eastern time, 6 p.m. Pacific, and have a wonderful day. I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Mwah.